Welcome to this explainer. You know, sometimes you read an ancient text, and it honestly feels like you've just stumbled into a modern sci-fi epic. Today, we're unpacking exactly that kind of story. We're looking at a legendary hero's return to Earth from the celestial realm, and it comes complete with divine technology, glowing chariots, and ultimate world-altering weapons. If you've ever wondered how ancient cultures visualize divine power, well, you are definitely in for a treat today. So let's dive right into this spectacular arrival. Picture this for a second. You're standing on a rugged, remote mountain alongside a group of powerful warriors who have been anxiously awaiting their brother's return. Suddenly, the sky above you doesn't just brighten up, it's completely illuminated by what's described as smokeless, flaming tongues of fire, or a mighty meteor embosomed in clouds. I mean, wow. This isn't some quiet, subtle descent. The text leans heavily into this incredible sensory imagery to make absolutely sure we understand that this heavenly chariot, driven by the celestial charioteer Matali, is a terrifying, awe-inspiring spectacle of sheer heat and power.
Moving on to Section 1, Decoding the Epic. Many names, one hero.
Now, before we actually follow our hero as he steps out of his meteor-like chariot, we really need to pause and decode the text itself for a minute. See, ancient epics frequently use multiple epithets for the exact same character. So, just as a quick translation layer for us, when the passage refers to Kiriti, Dhananjaya, or Sakar's son, it's talking about one single person, our main hero, Arjuna. Ajatasattu is his elder brother. And this is a crucial one. When the text mentions Krishna, or the mother of Sudasoma in this specific scene, it's actually referring to his wife Draupadi, not the famous deity. Keeping these identities straight is going to make the incredible interactions we're about to see make perfect sense.
All right, Section 2, A Blazing Arrival from Heaven.
Okay, so the sky is glowing, the meteor has officially landed, and Arjuna, who the text says possesses the prowess of the thunderbolt wielder, is finally stepping out to meet his family. Just picture this highly intelligent hero stepping out of Mahendra's divine car. The text tells us the chariot is pulled by horses that possess the effulgence of lightning. They are literally glowing with electric speed. And Arjuna himself matches this brilliance perfectly, blazing in beauty, decked out in a royal diadem, and draped in fresh celestial ornaments.
Which brings us to Section 3, The Brothers Reunite, a strict social hierarchy.
So what is the very first thing a hero does the moment he steps off a lightning-powered super chariot? Brag about it? Nope, his sequence of greetings is a meticulously ordered reflection of ancient values. Check this out. First, Arjuna bows at the feet of Dhaumya, the priest, prioritizing spiritual authority above absolutely everything else. Second, he bows to Ajatasattu, his eldest brother. Third, he pays homage to the feet of Recounted, his next older brother. It's only after showing this profound respect upward that he allows his younger twin brothers to bow down to him. And finally, he goes over to cheer his beloved wife. It is just a beautifully choreographed sequence of humility and social order.
And this quote right here really drives the point home. Despite just arriving from heaven in a blazing meteor chariot, decked out in divine jewels and holding the power of the gods, Arjuna immediately assumes a humble posture before his elder brother. It just totally proves his deeply grounded character. The ultimate power hasn't gone to his head. He remains a disciplined, devoted brother first and foremost.
Let's look at Section 4, Honoring the Divine Charioteer.
While the brothers are, of course, absolutely overjoyed to be reunited with Arjuna, they are also hyper-aware of what and who is sitting right in front of them. The text makes a point to note that this specific car isn't just some fancy heavenly ride. It is a legendary engine of war. It mentions that the slayer of Dhaumya had previously used this exact chariot to annihilate exactly 7 phalanges of Ditti's offspring. Knowing they're standing next to a vehicle with that kind of terrifying cosmic battle history, the brothers literally walk around it in sheer awe.
You can really see a beautiful mutual respect playing out here. We have the earthly kings, the Parthas, offering excellent worship to Matali, as if he were the lord of the celestials himself, and politely asking after the health of the gods. And in return, Matali doesn't just act like a cosmic taxi driver. He greets them warmly and instructs these powerful kings with the same care and wisdom a father gives to his sons, right before ascending back into the heavens.
Moving right along to Section 5, Celestial Gifts and Ultimate Weapons.
With the heavenly chariot gone, the whole vibe of the scene shifts. Arjuna sits among the Kurus and the best of the Brahmanas, still glowing like the sun, and he gets ready to distribute the incredible spoils of his cosmic journey. He turns to his love, the mother of Sutasoma, and presents her with gifts that are honestly hard to even imagine. The text describes them as beautiful, precious gems and ornaments having the splendor of the sun. These aren't your standard earthly diamonds or rubies. These are divine artifacts originally gifted to Arjuna by Sakra up in the celestial realm.
Then, as he sits there shining among his peers, Arjuna starts to actually tell the story of his journey. And he drops a bombshell, revealing the heavy hitters of the celestial realm who served as his personal instructors. He learned ultimate, world-shaking weapons directly from Sakra, from Vayu, and from the manifest Shiva himself. I mean, we're talking about being trained by the absolute pinnacle of divine power. But here is the kicker, and the most crucial takeaway for us. These supreme gods, including Indra, weren't just handing out weapons of mass destruction for free. Arjuna explicitly tells his brothers that the Celestials were pleased with him on account of his good behavior and concentration. It was his unmatched discipline, his intense focus, and his moral grounding that actually unlocked the arsenal of heaven. So, after narrating this absolutely unbelievable journey, after stepping out of a meteor, showing immense respect to his elders, honoring the divine charioteer, and revealing his total mastery of the god's weapons, this hero of spotless deeds finally just gets some rest. The text leaves us with this incredibly quiet, peaceful image, Arjuna agreeably sleeping that night alongside his younger twin brothers.
But as he sleeps, we are left completely captivated by a massive, lingering thought. We really have to ask ourselves, now that this intensely disciplined, highly respected warrior has officially returned to Earth wielding the ultimate destructive power of the gods, how will this ancient world ever be the same? What actually happens when heaven's arsenal is unleashed on a mortal battlefield? Well, that is definitely a thought to keep you on the edge of your seat until next time. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning the epics.